Hello everyone, Neofizz here, and welcome back to my Neofizz playing Minecraft on the Cobblecobble server series. And this is episode number 7. In this episode, I'm going to show you a few things that I've done since before. It's not much, it's just a little, but as you can see behind me, up in the ceiling, there's a little bank of lights up there. And they're all off right now, but we're here patiently waiting for daybreak to begin. And while we do that, we're going to listen to Cat, because I finally built a jukebox that's behind me, and I like the Cat tune. It's the most common record that there is, or one of them, and it sounds nice, so I like to listen to it. And there you go. While I was talking, the lights up on the ceiling turned on, and you know what that tells me? That tells me that it just became daytime. Yay! So I was getting really sick and tired of being here in the cave and not knowing whether it was day or night when I was about to go out, and now I know, because I've got that hooked up to a light sensor. And so there you can see there's my jukebox, and I bet you can guess what this is. This is one of the emerald blocks. Now under the Missa texture pack, you can see that the emerald block looks a little bit different than in the default, and I prefer it this way. Look how nice and shiny, and it sparkles and glitters. I think it's beautiful. So I've built up a small collection of emeralds now. It's not a lot, but I've only been doing trading with the villagers for a short time now, so I haven't got that many, but at least I got something. I had enough to make a spare block to put down and have some green in here. Now there is times of day that the mycelium floor here turns green, but typically at daybreak it's this pinky color. But right now we're going to take you upstairs and show you how I've got this hooked up. So we'll go up the stairs, the minecart stairs. I really should do a different way of getting up here. I might do that in a future episode. Maybe the next episode we'll make an elevator, and I'll show you how I make an elevator, because I've got a really cool elevator system that I use. But let's go up, and now that it's daytime, yeah, you can hear the doors slamming and opening now. And look, you can see here, yeehaw! My village is getting populated. Very populated. Hey, how did we get zombie meat in there? I don't see any zombies. But, that's strange. Oh, see, and look, the hearts are flying. They're all happy and in love with each other and making lots of babies. So I'm getting lots. Unless we had another recent glitch. I did have a glitch just recently where you can see I've got this tower here, and I was inside the tower building, and suddenly I heard the roar of zombies, and I ran out of the tower and looked down to see that there was a whole mob of zombies out here. And you can see I've got enough villagers here that I now have iron golems. I've got 2 of them here, and they were out here just whacking those zombies like crazy. So at least they were taking care of them for me. But at the same time, inside of this building, I had 2 zombies and 2 zombie villagers, and one of them was a baby villager, baby zombie villager. So, and the golems can't get inside there to help them out, so I went in and killed them myself. But yeah, so I'd probably have more villagers here if it wasn't for the fact that this weird zombie horde suddenly showed up and started zombifying some of my villagers. So that was a little bit disappointing and disturbing, but oh well, it happens. And at least I've got so many villagers here now, and I've got the iron golems protecting them, that if something like that happens, I should always have some villagers to spare. And they do keep multiplying with these houses with tons of doors. That's for sure. So you can see here, while I was building this building here, this tower, they were multiplying like crazy, and we've got lots here now. I don't know, I think we had a lot more. I think we probably lost a dozen of them from the zombie horde attack, but oh well. If something does happen and I lose them all, I can always go back down to the purifier and get a couple more and bring them up here and get them to start multiplying again, because as you can see, this system works. I brought 2 whole villagers up here originally, and now we've got tons of them. Yeah, I haven't traded with any of them, not yet, but I'm sure I'll have an ample supply of good trades to make with these guys. So that's good. So here, in this tower, right here, is where I've got the light sensor. And that light sensor was made with the new quartz crystals that you get in the nether now. With that new quartz crystal ore that's in the nether. And if you don't know how to make that, just go to the wiki and look it up, because it's pretty simple. The top row is glass, the middle row is the quartz crystals, and the bottom row is wooden half slabs. So it's not too tough to build. And we'll take you inside and show you how this is working. Now, there's the actual light sensor, and the way these work is, depending on the time of day, will determine how strong of a redstone current it creates. When the sun first starts to rise, you only get one dot of redstone current coming off of it. But when the sun finally reaches high noon, you're getting 15 dots of redstone current. But I didn't want to play around with that, so I decided that immediately after that 1 dot, I'm going to put a repeater here in order to bring the signal to full strength, no matter what time of day it is. So this is pretty simple. You know, the redstone's being amplified by the repeater, and it goes down the stairway here until finally it gets so weak that I repeat it to boost it again. And it goes down some more until finally it's so weak again that I repeat it to boost it again. Yeah, it's a long way down. And down again until I finally repeat it to boost it again. And that's the last time I boost, when I finally come down to the lights. And you can see that all I've done is run this straight line of redstone across the center of my light bank. And when the redstone powers that light block, the lamp block, it will light every light that's adjacent to it. So each lamp that's adjacent to the one being powered will get powered as well. So I just ran it across, and they're lighting the ones on each side. So I didn't need to have redstone around the whole thing, just that little bit. Okay, so now that you've seen that, but you'll also notice that I very nicely lined the walls all with the smooth stone brick to make it look good, and I've got torches lighting it all up just to make sure nothing can spawn in here. I don't think they can spawn on the lights, and I don't think they can spawn on the redstone, but just to be safe, I know I've got a couple spots up there without redstone, so I just wanted to make sure nothing would happen. So let's go back home, because I've got something else I want to show you. Okay. Oh, and the record's done playing, so let's start it back up again, because I like to play the record. Let's get rid of this zombie meat, because I don't need that. Okay, so we're going to hop in the minecart, and we're going to go for a ride. Oh, we're having a little bit of lag here, it seems. I don't know, maybe somebody's pressuring the server at the moment. That's why we're getting the lag. I hardly ever get this, but we're getting it now. But it seems not too bad. I'm still flowing along. Jeez. Come on, stop lagging. Let's go. Whoa. That's bad. I rarely get lagged this bad, even when I'm recording. So it makes me think that there's something powerful happening on the server right now that's got the lag happening. So here we are. And just to let you know, I've never taken us down that way, because that's down where Pixelhead's island is, and I don't want to spoil it in case he wants to do recording there. Maybe one day he'll take me on a tour down there and we can see what he's got. But here we are at the stop off for the Swamp Island, aka Farming Island. Yeah, we got some lag happening already, and I'm not quite sure why. Well, I don't know. We've got piggies here, and that might be why we're lagging. But you can see here, I've changed the pig farm. I took down the fence, and we no longer have the pigs roaming all over. And the reason I changed this is I was getting really tired of running all around in here, chasing the piggies, and wasting my swords trying to kill them, and then chasing the food that flies over the fence wall and into the water. And so I decided I'm just going to set this up to be an automatic crushing system so that this will make it much easier to deal with the piggies. And the piggies are making a lot of noise, but we're just going to have to put up with it. So up here you can see I've got a gate piston to open and close, so once I start crushing, I won't have more piggies falling in there that aren't crushed. And this is obviously the switch for turning the pig timer on and off. And I also have a override button here, so when I push this, it's going to make the pistons fly even without the timer. Alright. Okay, so over here we've got our crusher button that crushes the piggies down to a one-hit kill, as you can see. And so when you hit the button, it activates this redstone, which makes the current run around here to the crusher piston and turn it on. And then at the same time, it turns on this RS NOR latch. And we've seen RS NOR latches before, but I'll quickly explain it again in case you didn't see the videos I've done with them. Is when the current hits here, it turns on this top 2 blocks of current, or of redstone, on the latch, right? And that stays on and keeps the piston open. And at the same time, the current starts to run down this series of repeaters. I've got 11 repeaters here, all set to maximum delay, because the pigs actually have 5 hearts, which only requires 11 pistons in order to bring them to, or 11 repeaters in order to bring them down to a one-hit kill. So what happens is it's going to come around, and when the current finally reaches the end, it turns on this bottom block, which is on right now. And when that bottom block turns on, it turns off the top blocks, which in turn will turn off the current that's going to the crusher piston and release the crusher. So we'll quickly show this all in action. So there's no piggies coming, but we're going to close the gate anyway, and then we'll hit the button, and I'll step back so you can see it. So the piggies are getting crushed, the timer is timing, we had some lag there, and then it went by really quick because it only takes a few seconds to get them down to a one-hit kill, and then we can start punching them to kill them. And you can see it's only taking 1 punch to kill them. But we still are dealing with some lag here that's causing a little bit of delayed action, but they're still all getting killed with 1 punch. There you go. And yeah, the piggy food flies all over the place when I'm doing this, but it only flies in this direction. It doesn't fly out back, so I don't have to run in the water to get it anymore. And look, I got lots of piggy food there that time. So let's do that one more time with just a few piggies and see if it makes a difference in the lag. There you go. That happens really quick. They only get crushed for 5 seconds, I believe is what it is. And that's all it takes. So there we are. The piggy crusher system for automated piggy killing is all set and done. Now I was thinking about hooking up this button to the gate, but that's going to require a second RS NOR latch, and I really didn't want to get this all that complicated. Like, to me, it's no big deal to flip this switch to open and close the gate. I know when I set up the Blaze Farm and copied Etho's design for it, we set it up so that it would automatically close the gate when you hit the button. But then you also had to hit a second button to open that gate back up again afterwards. So it's a trade-off, you know. Either way, you're going to have to do 2 actions to do it each time. So I figured, well, you know, I can hit that, push the button, wait. I love this. This goes so quick. And we get the piggies down to one-hit kills. Yay, lots of piggy meat. And then you can open it back up and get more piggies. My mouse is still acting weird. Sometimes I get a double click when I use it. So there you go. We'll turn the timer off on this now. And that's the way it is. So I'm happy that we've got this more automated now. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode with me, my automated piggy crushing system and my automated lighting in my cave that shows me whether it's night or day before I go out, as well as the update on how the village is going. You can see we got lots of villagers and they're still multiplying like crazy, and I'm not sure exactly how many villagers I'm gonna get. I think you get one villager for every 2.5 doors, and I've got 80 doors, so work out the math. And I believe it's something like every 22 villagers or something like that makes it automatically spawn a golem. So because there's 2 there, I had quite a few villagers there before the zombie horde came and attacked them. But they'll repopulate because they're resilient. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for coming by. Everybody take care. And until next time, this is Neofizz signing out.